The battle-ready contender, the very exciting Jose Benavidez Jr.
I'm just concerned about that one leg, man.
And his opponent fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the two-division champion of the world, Danny Swift Garcia. Let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. Super welterweight special attraction, scheduled 12 rounds of boxing. First to the scale with a record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He has 18 knockouts. The exciting former world title challenger, current contender, Jose Benavidez Jr. 153 3/4 pounds, 153 3/4 pounds for Jose Benavidez Jr.
Don't Jose Benavidez look like Sicario?
And now to the scale. With a current record of 36 wins, 3 losses, 21 wins coming by way of knockout. He'll be making his super welterweight debut. Here is the former two-division champion of the world, the popular Danny Swift Garcia. 152 3/4 pounds, 152 3/4 pounds for Danny Swift Garcia.
Yeah, I'll take that money. I need that. What was that? That was about $400, wasn't it? And they're going to leave it? Look, they all want it. I'll take it. Look, he's going to take it. You know, gas is high as shit. Wait a minute, it's a bill missing. Somebody put a bill under their foot. They're going to drag it back with them. I know all the tricks. I used to be a troubled ass youth.
Those are Philly ones. That Philly $100 bill. They all had the same serial number. Damn it.
You see them ass clowns throw money in the club. I stuck my 12 Timberland right on that joint mat. Dragged that joint right back to the bathroom. But Danny weighed in comfortably below the 154-pound limit. Ooh. I'm starting to feel it. I'm getting hyped. It probably was TB that took that $100 bill. That's TB in the back. Him and Tony Harrison are friends.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds in a super welterweight special attraction. Danny Swift Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr.
Ooh, the crazy eyes. Sicario eyes. Sicario eyes. All right, let's talk about the card. That's it. I'm hyped. You know, I do admit, you know, I want to, you know what I want to see, though? I want to see how Danny's going to overall, like, look at the weight, you know? How can I explain it? Like, for example, will he be able to buzz or hurt Jose Benavidez, who was kind of tailor-made for him in regards to, well, if you look at the weight, I mean, if you look at the way Jose Benavidez has been fighting the last several years, well, to be honest, he doesn't really have any lower body movement. He tries to block, not block, but be evasive with only his waist on up. He does all this shit, but his whole base would be like stuck. But he tries to be evasive with his upper body. And sometimes he be getting tagged up. So what does this mean? Danny Garcia being the smaller fighter, not necessarily known to be a body puncher, but Jose Benavidez is going to be there to be hit. Now, who's the sharper puncher? I'm going to say Jose Benavidez is going to be the sharper puncher. And, you know, Jose Benavidez does fight tall. You know, he does the whole pullback thing. What up, Lou DeBella? Lou DeBella. I said Lou Duva. Guys, any idea where UK folks can watch this card? That is a good question. Where is this card being broadcast over in the UK? Because the UK has been having some issues with fights for some time. Coming from PBC. What card did they put on the PBC YouTube page that was recently for UK viewers? Or will it be on fight.tv in the UK? That's a good question. Denny Garcia has a great resume, but it's kind of like some smoke and mirrors there too. Yeah, anyone know in the UK where this card's going to be at? Here, let's go look at Denny's resume. Because I do have some concerns about, you know, like Danny at 154 pounds. Let's go look at it. Fight haven't picked it up yet. If they ain't pick it up now, they're probably not going to pick it up, bro. I think they're going to give it to you guys free on YouTube. They put Charlo Castaño on YouTube. Okay, they might do this at the last minute. They might do it at the last minute. But let's go look at Danny's resume. 36-3 with 21 KOs. His run at 147 pounds. Lamont Peterson. Well, let's start with Rod Sulka, Lamont Peterson, Paulie Malignaggi, Robert Guerrero, Samuel Vargas, Keith Thurman, Brandon Rios, Sean Porter, Adrian Granados, Ivan Redkach, Errol Spence. Now, what is his biggest win, in your opinion? I'm talking about his biggest, clearest win at 147 pounds. Remember, the Lamont Peterson win wasn't, you know, like clear cut, even though I had him winning. His biggest win, buddy, stop it. It's my dog. His biggest win at 147 is who? Robert Guerrero? Or would you say Adrian Granados, because nobody can beat him clean? But at that point in time, Adrian Granados was kind of long in the tooth. Robert Guerrero, his biggest win. See, here's the thing about his resume at 147. He's got a lot of guys on here that were at the tail end of their careers. Paulie, Robert Guerrero, and fucking Brandon Rios, and even Adrian Granados, who was really a 140-pounder. The Lamont Peterson fight was supposed to, both Rod Sulka and Lamont Peterson fights were supposed to originally take place at 140. But Danny Garcia was having some real issues making that 140 pounds, hence why the Rod Sulka fight happened. His biggest win definitely at 140 was Lucas Matisse. That's when a lot of people thought he was going to get decapitated. And Lucas Matisse was never the same since. And then second was Amir Khan. But I think we all know right now that anybody with some power, you touch Amir Khan, he was going to have some issues. He did about Granados, but Granados had, you know, is the thing about Granados was that he was around for a long time though, and he was war torn. Let's go look at Granados. He was war torn, you know. He put on a shit show against Conor Benn. He was real war torn then, though, bro. I mean, I'm having a hard time considering this like a real quality win. I don't want to say washed, but he was damn near washed. He was damn near. But, you know, 154 is deep, bro. Can he hang with Tony Harrison? Did you see the war that Fedora and Lubin went through? I remember Danny Garcia on the height end, he's a small 154-pounder. You know, and we were talking about, at least I was, about how Brian Castaño's height affected him. And I think that Brian Castaño would work Danny Garcia, my personal opinion, you know, because we seen Castaño take the best and have and Castaño had to have the will beat out of him for him to eventually get stopped. I think that he would be able to outwork Danny Garcia, and I don't think that Danny Garcia, there's a question mark to me around Danny Garcia's power at 154 pounds. Just my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen. You know? But when it comes to Jose Benavidez, he was doing good the very early rounds against Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford figured him out. And remember, once again, you know, he's got one leg. A lot of people felt he lost his last fight. You know, he was just looking to try to get this guy out of there with no game plan. Still, nonetheless, he lost. A lot of people, including myself, feel he got a gift over Mauricio Herrera. I got that video on the channel. And it's not crazy. You want to see how skinny TstreeT was? Go look up my post-fight video. Just type in Herrera versus Benavidez. What is post-fight results or some shit, whatever I labeled it. I've been covering boxing for fucking years, bro. But ever since he got shot, you know, it's been like he went from being like a big time like name. People were like, yo, he's going to be fucking good. And then, you know, he had that gruesome injury, man. Fucked up. Like I was real high on him. But I'm not sure. But one thing about Jose Benavidez is he's going to be there to hit. That's for sure. You know, so he's going to be there to be hit. But what do you think if Danny wins? Where's he going to go next? I'm thinking, don't be surprised if they go Danny Garcia, Brian Castaño, or Danny Garcia, Tony Harrison. That's where I think they're going to go. Or they might even fuck around and just go straight for the gusto, depending on what Charlo does after Tim Tszyu. Maybe go for Danny Garcia versus Sebastian Fundora. You know, they've been floating around that. Well, not today, but there's been some rumors floating around about that. And can you imagine Danny Garcia versus Fundora? That'd be just crazy to watch. But we got to see how he does tomorrow night against Jose Benavidez Jr. I'm going to be here streaming during the main event for you guys who are going to be here. I'm going to be here covering the whole card. I'm going to be doing a video on Mielnicki's fight, Sergiy Derevyanchenko. Of course, I want to see Gary Antuanne Russell knock out Rances Barthelemy. Adam Kownacki, he's weighed in at the lowest he's weighed in 12 years, weighed in at 241. Him versus Demirezen, how do you pronounce his name, is going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. And then, of course, the main event, Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr. So we're going to be here doing my post-fight video. Where's the chat's missing off the screen? God dog it, we can't win. I'm going to be here for a post-fight show, and I'm going to be covering UFC. And then next week, of course, it's Hasim Rahman, Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman. And then a week after that, Teofimo Lopez returns. It's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. It's going to be busy. So I'm going to be back at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's 1:30 now, almost 1:30 my time. I'm going to be back at 6 p.m. Eastern to talk about some other boxing topics. I forgot exactly which ones. I'm going to post that link soon. And then I'm going to see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for some news on my podcast, which I'm going to be putting out later on this weekend. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.